The ocean holds many secrets, lost ships, sunken treasures, forgotten cities, but none capture the imagination quite like Atlantis. This legendary island kingdom, swallowed by the sea in a single day and night, has captivated humankind for millennia. Was it real or just a story? The question lingers, drawing us deeper into the mystery. The story of Atlantis comes to us from the ancient Greeks, specifically from the philosopher Plato. He wrote about a powerful empire advanced in technology and culture. This empire, he claimed, existed thousands of years before his time, but its greed and ambition angered the gods. As punishment, Atlantis was struck down, sinking beneath the waves in a cataclysmic event. Since Plato's time, Atlantis has sparked countless theories, explorations and works of art. It represents a lost golden age, a cautionary tale, and an enduring enigma. Join us as we dive into the depths of this legend, separating fact from fiction and exploring the enduring power of Atlantis. Through the lens of history, science and myth, we unravel the tale of Atlantis, a story that continues to inspire and intrigue even today. Our journey begins with Plato, the great philosopher whose ideas have shaped the course of Western thought. His contributions to philosophy, politics and education have left an indelible mark on the world. This Athenian philosopher lived from 428 to 348 BC, a time of great intellectual and cultural development in ancient Greece. Athens was a hub of activity, brimming with scholars, artists and thinkers who were laying the foundations of Western civilization. He is considered one of the most influential thinkers in Western civilization, whose works continue to be studied and revered. His dialogues, written in the form of conversations, explore profound questions about reality, knowledge, and human existence. In two of his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, Plato introduces us to the legendary island of Atlantis. These works are not just philosophical treatises, but also rich narratives that have captured the imagination of readers for centuries. He describes it as a mighty naval power unmatched in its strength and reach. The Atlanteans were masters of the sea, their ships sailing far and wide, projecting their influence across the known world. Atlantis, he writes, conquered lands all around the Mediterranean Sea, establishing its dominance far and wide. Their empire was vast, their reach extending to distant shores, bringing wealth and power to their homeland.
According to Plato, Atlantis possessed advanced technology and a sophisticated social structure far ahead of its time. Their innovations in various fields were unparalleled, making them a beacon of progress and enlightenment. Its people were skilled in architecture, engineering and the arts, creating wonders that inspired awe and admiration. Their buildings were not just functional but also works of art, reflecting their advanced understanding of aesthetics and design. The city itself was a marvel, built on concentric rings of land and water, a design that showcased their ingenuity. This unique layout not only provided defense, but also facilitated trade and communication within the city. It had a magnificent palace, grand temples, and a network of canals that facilitated trade and transportation. These structures were a testament to their engineering prowess and their ability to harness natural resources for the benefit of their society. Plato's Atlantis was a utopia, a shining example of human achievement and potential. It represented the pinnacle of what a society could achieve when guided by wisdom and virtue. However, this utopia was not to last, as the seeds of its downfall were sown within its own greatness. The very qualities that made Atlantis great also led to its eventual destruction. The Atlanteans, corrupted by their power, became greedy and warlike, turning their ambitions towards conquest. Their insatiable desire for more led them down a path of conflict and strife. They waged war against Athens and other Greek states, seeking to expand their empire through force. These wars drained their resources and weakened their once strong society. The gods, angered by their hubris and arrogance, unleashed their wrath upon Atlantis. Divine retribution came swiftly and decisively as the natural world turned against the Atlanteans. Earthquakes, floods, and volcanic eruptions shook the earth, bringing devastation and chaos. The once great city was torn apart by these cataclysmic events, leaving nothing but ruins in their wake. In a single day and night, Atlantis vanished beneath the waves, leaving behind only whispers of its existence in the annals of history. The story of Atlantis serves as a timeless reminder of the fragility of human achievement and the consequences of hubris.
Plato's vivid description of Atlantis has fueled centuries of speculation and exploration. Was his story based on a real place? Could such an advanced civilization have existed so long ago? These questions have captivated historians, archaeologists, and adventurers alike.
Some believe that Plato's Atlantis was based on a real island or city-state that met a tragic end. They point to ancient myths and legends from other cultures that share similarities with the Atlantis story. Some even claim to have found evidence of underwater ruins or unusual geological formations that could be remnants of the lost city. Over the years, numerous expeditions have set out to locate Atlantis. They have scoured the Mediterranean Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, and even other parts of the world. Some have focused on specific locations mentioned by Plato, such as the Straits of Gibraltar or the island of Santorini. Others have followed their own theories and interpretations of the ancient texts. With modern technology, the search for Atlantis has become more sophisticated, utilizing sonar scans and satellite imagery. High-tech research vessels and underwater drones now play a crucial role in the ongoing quest to uncover the truth behind the legend of Atlantis. From early 20th century expeditions to present-day missions, the hunt for Atlantis continues to evolve, driven by a blend of curiosity, science, and the enduring allure of one of history's greatest mysteries.
While the legend of Atlantis is compelling, concrete evidence of its existence remains elusive. The allure of a lost, advanced civilization has captivated imaginations for centuries, yet the tangible proof remains out of reach. The story of Atlantis, as told by the ancient philosopher Plato, has inspired countless theories and expeditions. From the depths of the ocean to the annals of history, the search for this mythical city has been relentless. But despite the fervor and dedication, Atlantis continues to evade discovery. Despite numerous expeditions and claims of discovery, no definitive proof of Atlantis has ever been found. Explorers have scoured the depths of the ocean and the annals of history, but the elusive city remains hidden. Many have dedicated their lives to uncovering its secrets, driven by the hope of finding a lost piece of human history. Theories abound, ranging from the plausible to the fantastical, each adding to the mystique of Atlantis. Yet with every expedition that returns empty-handed, the legend grows, feeding the imagination of future explorers. This lack of physical evidence has led many scholars to conclude that Atlantis is a myth, a product of Plato's imagination. The absence of artifacts or ruins that can be directly linked to Atlantis casts doubt on its historical reality. Scholars have pored over ancient texts, hoping to find corroborating evidence, but none has surfaced. The debate over Atlantis' existence is as old as the legend itself, with each side presenting compelling arguments. The myth of Atlantis serves as a reminder of the power of storytelling and the human desire to uncover the unknown.
There are several arguments against the historical existence of Atlantis. Scholars have dissected Plato's texts, searching for clues that might validate or refute the legend. The meticulous analysis of his dialogues has revealed inconsistencies and anachronisms that challenge the plausibility of Atlantis. Some argue that Plato's account was never meant to be taken literally, but rather as a philosophical allegory. The debate continues, with each new discovery or theory adding another layer to the mystery. Firstly, Plato's writings are the only known source of information about Atlantis. His dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, are the sole references to this enigmatic civilization. This singularity in sources raises questions about the authenticity of the account. If Atlantis were a real place, it seems likely that other ancient writers would have mentioned it. The absence of corroborating texts suggests that Plato may have invented the story for his own purposes. This has led some to view Atlantis as a cautionary tale, a warning about the dangers of hubris and the fragility of civilization. No other ancient texts or artifacts mention such a place. This singularity in sources raises questions about the authenticity of the account. The lack of physical evidence is a significant hurdle for those who believe in the historical reality of Atlantis. Without artifacts or ruins to examine, the story remains in the realm of legend. The search for Atlantis is as much about the quest for knowledge as it is about the desire to believe in something greater than ourselves. It is a testament to the enduring power of myth and the human spirit's unyielding curiosity. This suggests that Atlantis may have been a fictional creation used by Plato to illustrate philosophical or political points. His allegories often serve to convey deeper meanings about society and governance. Plato's works are filled with such allegories, using fictional settings and characters to explore complex ideas. Atlantis, with its advanced civilization and dramatic downfall, serves as a powerful metaphor for the rise and fall of societies. It is a story that resonates across time, reminding us of the impermanence of human achievements.
Beyond the horizon, alternative locations for a lost city. The mystery of Atlantis has captivated imaginations for centuries, sparking countless theories and expeditions. The idea of a lost city submerged beneath the waves has inspired stories, movies, and even scientific inquiries. From ancient texts to modern-day documentaries, the legend of Atlantis continues to thrive. Despite the lack of definitive proof, the allure of Atlantis persists. The idea of a lost civilization, advanced and powerful, continues to intrigue both scholars and adventurers alike. The possibility that such a society could have existed, with technologies and knowledge far beyond its time, fuels the imagination and drives the quest for answers. Many researchers and enthusiasts continue to search for the lost city, proposing alternative locations and interpretations of the available evidence. Each new discovery or hypothesis adds another layer to the enduring legend. From sonar scans of the ocean floor to deep-sea dives, the search for Atlantis is as much about the journey as it is about the destination.
Some have suggested that Atlantis may have been located in the Aegean Sea, the Black Sea, or even the Americas. These diverse locations reflect the wide-ranging impact of the Atlantis myth across different cultures and regions. Each proposed site offers its own unique set of clues and mysteries, adding to the complexity of the search. One popular theory links Atlantis to the Minoan civilization, a Bronze Age culture that flourished on the island of Crete. This theory is supported by the Minoans' impressive achievements and sudden decline. The parallels between the Minoan society and the descriptions of Atlantis are striking, making this theory one of the most compelling. The Minoans were known for their advanced maritime skills, sophisticated art, and elaborate palaces. Their society was one of the most advanced of its time, making it a fitting candidate for the Atlantis legend. The intricate frescoes and artifacts left behind offer a glimpse into a world that was both advanced and enigmatic.
Some believe that a volcanic eruption on the nearby island of Thera, modern-day Santorini, may have caused a tsunami and other disasters that led to the decline of the Minoan civilization. This catastrophic event could have been the basis for the Atlantis story. The eruption was one of the most powerful in human history, and its impact would have been felt far and wide. This event, some argue, could have inspired the legend of Atlantis. The dramatic destruction and subsequent disappearance of a thriving civilization fit well with the Atlantis narrative. The idea that a single cataclysmic event could wipe out an entire society resonates with the themes of loss and mystery that surround Atlantis.
Other theories propose that Atlantis was located in the Atlantic Ocean, as Plato's writings suggest. This vast and largely unexplored area offers many possibilities for the lost city's location. The depths of the Atlantic hold many secrets, and the possibility of Atlantis being one of them continues to intrigue researchers. Some point to the Azores, a group of volcanic islands located west of Portugal, as a possible location. The island's geological features and historical context make them a compelling candidate. The Azores' unique landscape and volcanic activity align with some descriptions of Atlantis, adding weight to this theory. Others have suggested the Canary Islands or even the Caribbean. These regions, with their rich histories and mysterious pasts, add to the intrigue of the Atlantis legend. The diverse cultures and ancient ruins found in these areas provide fertile ground for speculation and exploration. However, no conclusive evidence has been found to support any of these claims. The search for Atlantis continues, driven by the hope of uncovering one of history's greatest mysteries. Each new expedition, each new theory, keeps the legend alive, ensuring that the quest for Atlantis will endure for generations to come.
Echoes in the present Atlantis in modern culture. The legend of Atlantis continues to resonate in modern times. It has inspired countless books, movies, television shows, video games, and other works of popular culture.
From classic literature like H.G. Wells' The Time Machine to blockbuster films like Aquaman, Atlantis has been reimagined and reinterpreted for contemporary audiences. In many modern adaptations, Atlantis is portrayed as a technologically advanced civilization with mystical elements.
It is often depicted as a hidden underwater city inhabited by mermaids, sea creatures, or other fantastical beings. These interpretations often explore themes of lost knowledge, environmental disaster, and the clash between different cultures.
The enduring fascination with Atlantis reflects our enduring curiosity about the past and our place in the universe. It speaks to our desire to believe in lost civilizations, hidden knowledge, and the possibility of a world beyond our own. Modern conventions and fan gatherings celebrate the myth, showcasing the lasting impact of Atlantis on our collective imagination. Educational programs and interactive exhibits continue to introduce new generations to the enduring legend of Atlantis.
The power of a myth. Why Atlantis still captivates us. Why does the story of Atlantis continue to fascinate us? Why, after centuries of searching and speculation, does this lost city still hold such a powerful grip on our collective imagination? The answer perhaps lies in the very nature of myths themselves. Myths are more than just stories. They are expressions of our deepest fears, hopes, and aspirations. They reflect our understanding of the world around us and our place within it. The story of Atlantis, with its themes of a lost golden age, a catastrophic fall from grace, and the enduring power of nature, speaks to something deep within the human psyche. The legend of Atlantis reminds us of the fragility of civilization. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris, greed, and the abuse of power. It also highlights the destructive potential of nature and the importance of living in harmony with the environment. Ultimately, the myth of Atlantis endures because it resonates with our universal quest for knowledge, adventure, and understanding. It inspires us to look to the past, to understand our present, and shape our future. Atlantis as a warning, lessons from a lost civilization. Beyond its allure as a lost paradise, Atlantis holds valuable lessons for us. Plato himself used the story as a warning. He believed that the Atlanteans' downfall came from their own corruption. Their pursuit of wealth and power ultimately led to their destruction. This message resonates even today. We face challenges like climate change, social inequality, and political instability. These issues stem in part from unsustainable practices and a disregard for the well-being of others. The fate of Atlantis serves as a stark reminder that such actions have consequences. By studying the story of Atlantis, we can learn from the mistakes of the past. We can strive to create a more just and sustainable future, one where we prioritize cooperation over competition and respect for the planet over short-term gain. The legacy of Atlantis urges us to act now, to ensure our civilization does not meet the same fate. A mirror to ourselves, what we seek in the depths. The search for Atlantis is, in many ways, a search for ourselves. We project our own desires and anxieties onto this lost civilization. We imagine it as a utopia, a technologically advanced society free from the problems that plague us today. Yet, we also fear its fate, recognizing the potential for similar downfalls in our own world. Perhaps the allure of Atlantis lies not in finding a physical location, but in understanding what it represents. It embodies our fascination with the unknown, our desire to connect with the past, and our potential for both greatness and destruction. The story of Atlantis challenges us to examine our own values and choices. It reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge and progress must be balanced with wisdom, compassion, and a deep respect for the natural world. In the depths, we seek not just a lost city, but a reflection of our own journey through time and space. The undying allure of Atlantis. A final thought: the ocean keeps its secrets very well. Atlantis, whether real or imagined, remains elusive. Yet, the search continues. Each generation adds its own interpretations, theories, and creative expressions to the legend. Perhaps that is the true legacy of Atlantis. It is not a place on a map, but a concept that transcends time and culture. It is a story that reminds us of our capacity for both wonder and destruction. It is a mirror, reflecting our own hopes, fears, and the enduring mysteries of our world. As long as we gaze out at the ocean and wonder what lies beneath, the story of Atlantis will continue to captivate and inspire us. Atlantis is more than a myth. It is a timeless quest for understanding and discovery.